Who else has luggage? I know Bailey doesn't have his.
Yeah, not Bailey. So we just pulled up a Walmart here on the San Diego side of the border. We're gonna meet Travis here from the base, and he's gonna help get us over the border quickly and securely, and a little update on our bag situation.
Yeah, we only lost one bag out of 20 people, so that's great. It should be on a later flight, so someone might have to go back later and grab it. But waiting here for Travis, so good time.
And it's all, Danny, you saw your rental and all that.
This is officially the first day of building the 2 houses in Mexico. It's a 16 by 24 slab, a few doors, several windows. So we're just getting unloaded and getting our material ready, and we'll get these framed up.
Someone will get that open. You can get that out and put it underneath it.
All right, Travis, well, we got several different companies that decided to donate to the cause down here, which is really cool. Obviously True Work, which is
loving it.
Some pimping clothes, but we got Stiletto, new hammer to see if it'll make you a better carpenter.
Oh, I hope
I think
so.
it will.
Oh my gosh, that is sweet.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've looked at this hammer online, and I have to keep scrolling, but hundreds of times, and so this is a pretty cool blessing, so
it's gonna be
awesome.
So much. So we got also pass load, we got a couple of framing guns for you guys. So this will eliminate some cords and hoses, which should be pretty sweet as well.
Awesome.
And then Mataba with some stuff. So we've got the worm drives.
Dude, that is awesome.
And we'll have some other cordless stuff as well. So
awesome.
It's gonna be
Thank
awesome.
you
So now all we got to do is go
it.
put this stuff to work.
Amen.
Let's build some houses.
The first thing we look to do on a project like this is obviously we got to lay everything out. We got to snap out the walls. These are super simple houses. As I mentioned, there's just a couple doors and a few windows, but really this is so much more than what the families are used to. The clip of us rolling in and it looks like piles of trash and scrap material, I mean, that's what these people are living in. So it's a huge impact for us to be able to build them something even this small, leaps and bounds better than what they're used to. Anyways, that's a bit of a digression. So the first thing we do is we get it all laid out and our stud and door and window layout on there, and then we'll be cutting our studs as well. So I mean, we got Laura cutting studs, there's some of the volunteers here with us. So yeah, they'll get that done and then get to go from there. So with stuff cut, next thing we're doing is we're gonna start framing these walls together. So I'll be nailing, I'll be teaching some of the volunteers how to nail, obviously using the pass loads for that. They're just so perfect for a situation like this with no power, no cords. It's just the way to go. So yeah, start framing just like normal, getting our headers, trimmers, cripples, all that good stuff. And then the sheathing for this wall is also the siding. So it's sort of like a beadboard shiplap. I think it's called T111, but that's the siding that we're putting on this house. So that gets pre-painted before we even put it on. So that way, once it's up, all we need to do is touch up the nails and the edges. Our gable construction is pretty interesting. Travis, who actually runs the organization out here on the ground, Travis actually built those ahead of time. So he got it all figured out, the rafter calculations, the pitch of the roof, all that stuff, and even framed in a window into the gable. So that way, all we have to do is frame a square flat wall and then nail that onto the top and sheet it all the way to the top of the rafter, and then it's ready to go. Okay,
cut that one out.
Landon, Brandon, the rhyme has so yeah, basically the trusses are pre-built with square on the end. They're really long. So from the edge of our frame, we'll go 17 1/4.
Even if it's cut already? Or from the actual wall?
From the actual wall.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. So what I did is I just cut the wall 17 1/4.
Yeah.
So that way it's 1'6" to the outside of our actual frame.
Yeah. And then you said 17 and a half?
17 1/4.
17 1/4, and then is that a 312?
He's a 412.
412, okay. Easy.
Oh yeah, he's a star! With the walls all sheeted, we throw that drip edge over the seams so it's all flashed properly. Same thing goes with the trim on the corners. That's also pre-painted. Just makes it so much easier. We don't have to do it off the ladder, and it still looks great at the end of the project, which really is what we want from these people. Gable walls go up. The side walls are framed pretty much the same, but they don't get a gable on top. So that, again, makes it pretty easy for us. Get those squared up, sheeted, and we'll stand them. Stages like standing walls, that's my favorite about days like these and projects like these where you're not doing it to get money, you're not there to get a paycheck, you're literally just there because we're people and they're people and people should be helping people, and that's what we're here to do. So that's what I love about wall standing. People might be painting or cutting trim or moving material or building, they might be framing, running a nail gun. And we just say, hey, everybody, let's go do this. Everybody drops what they're doing. They run over and we stand the wall. And it's just a really great picture of the fact that it's not a one-man show and it really is about team effort. And that's just one of my favorite parts. Now with all 4 walls up and everything braced and tied in how we want it to be, it's time to start the floor. The floor on these houses is pretty unique. It's basically 2x6 joists sitting on posts inside the walls. They run all the way through, and then they'll bear on 2 interior walls, and that's where the stairs go. If I'm lucky, we'll be able to finish the floor today, but I tend to be a little overambitious. Thankfully, we were able to get the entire floor framed today on one of the houses. We didn't get to sheeting it, but that's okay. We can do that in the morning. But we were able to finish that up, which was amazing. From here, we'll go and grab some of the best tacos I've ever had in my life. Just tacos al gordo, by the way. Yeah. Pretty good first day.